So let's be real for a second. If you scroll through the news lately, it can feel, well, a little scary, right? You see all the layoffs, the constant talk about AI, and it's easy to get anxious about your career. But what if, and hear me out, what if this huge shift isn't just something to be afraid of? What if it's actually a massive opportunity? Okay, that's what we're going to dig into today. We're going to map out how you can not just get by, but actually come out on top in this new AI era. You know, this quote from some laid-off workers just hits the nail on the head. It perfectly captures how so many people are feeling right now. The job market feels impossibly demanding, almost like you need actual superpowers just to get noticed. And that feeling, it's real, and a whole lot of people are feeling it. So let's break down why this anxiety is everywhere right now. All right, first things first, let's talk about the great AI anxiety. We're going to start by just acknowledging the very real worries that people have about their jobs and what's happening in the workplace today. And you can see how all this stuff just snowballs, right? You've got these massive layoffs, especially in tech, and that just tanks everyone's confidence. I mean, it's at a record low. So now you're trying to find a job in this really tough market, and all you hear is companies talking about investing in AI, not people. It makes you wonder, are the skills I have right now even going to be relevant tomorrow? And that's a totally valid fear. Okay, so we've acknowledged the anxiety. Now let's flip the script and talk about the opportunity here. This is what I call your human advantage. We're going to get into why the skills that make you, well, you, are actually more valuable than they've ever been. So this is the most important mindset shift you can make. This is not some sci-fi movie about humans versus machines. The people and the companies that are really winning right now are already moving past that. They're embracing a totally new model. You have to stop thinking of AI as your replacement and start seeing it as your most powerful partner. This slide just lays it out so clearly. Look, on the left, that's AI's turf. It's a beast at crunching data, doing the same boring task over and over, and spotting patterns we might miss. But look at the right. That's our domain. That's the human stuff. Thinking critically, coming up with brand new ideas, understanding emotions, making tough ethical calls. AI can't touch that. This is why we are and always will be absolutely essential. So these right here, these are the new power skills that companies are practically begging for. It's not just about what you can do anymore. It's about how you think, how you connect with people. I mean, ask yourself, can you actually inspire a team with your communication? Can you look at what an AI spits out and spot the flaws or the bias? When AI takes the boring stuff off your plate, can you use that free time to create something new? That is what's going to make you stand out. Okay, so we get the big picture now. Let's make this super practical. It's time for Section 3, How to Stay Ahead. This is your game plan, your step-by-step guide. Here we go. It's a pretty simple 4-step plan. Step 1 is all about your mindset. You have to start seeing every challenge as a chance to learn something. Step 2, you've got to actively work on those human skills we just talked about. 3, you have to get your hands dirty and actually start using AI as a tool, a collaborator. And 4, none of this happens in a vacuum. You've got to connect with other people to learn, grow, and find those new opportunities. Look, if you only remember one thing from this whole thing, let it be this. The idea that you can just learn one skill and coast for the rest of your career, yeah, those days are long gone. In this new world, learning all the time for your whole life, it's not optional. It's absolutely non-negotiable if you want to build a resilient career. Now, when I say use AI as a collaborator, this is one of the most concrete skills you can build right now. It sounds fancy, but prompt engineering is really just the art of talking to an AI. It's knowing how to ask the right questions in the right way to get back something that's actually useful and not just junk. Honestly, learning this is a total game changer. And hey, you do not need a PhD in computer science to prove you get this stuff. You can show you're AI literate just by using these tools to make things better at your current job. And then, telling people about it. Build a little side project, grab an online certification from Google or AWS, or just be the person in the room who can have an intelligent conversation about the ethics and biases of these tools. These are real, tangible things you can do to prove you're ready for what's next.
And listen, this isn't just me talking. This is really happening. So for our last section, let's look at some lessons from the leaders. We're going to see how the biggest companies out there are placing huge bets on their own people.
And you can see the pattern right here. It's fascinating. You've got Google, and they're doubling down on soft skills like coaching and communication. Then there's PwC, who are literally training their entire staff on how to use AI responsibly and how to talk to it effectively. Amazon's putting their money where their mouth is. Over $1 billion pledged to upskilling. And IBM? They're using AI itself to find people with the right aptitude from totally different fields and retrain them for tech roles. The message from the very top couldn't be clearer. The future is about investing in people. To really see what this looks like on the ground, let's zoom in on Amazon for a minute. What they're doing is a fantastic example of a really smart, comprehensive strategy to get their people ready. I mean, the sheer variety here is incredible. They've got everything from legit graduate-level courses in machine learning all the way down to free, accessible training on prompt engineering for anybody. They're creating apprenticeships for robotics and running boot camps to teach data skills. The big takeaway here, this stuff isn't just for the supercoders. It's about creating a whole workforce that gets the AI ecosystem, from top to bottom. And that workforce could totally include you. And all this training, it's preparing people for a huge range of new jobs. Of course, you've got the super technical roles like a machine learning engineer. But AI is also creating this massive need for strategy roles, like an AI product manager. And think about the critical governance jobs, like an AI ethicist, or the collaboration roles, like a prompt engineer. Trust me, there are way more on-ramps into this world than you probably think. So when you boil it all down, what's the one thing you really need to know? It's this. In a world that's changing this fast, your single most valuable asset isn't some specific technical skill that could be obsolete next year. It's your willingness and your ability to adapt, to learn, and to grow. At the end of the day, AI is just the next big thing. Think about it. It's like the printing press or the steam engine or the internet. It's a tool, a seriously powerful tool, for sure, but still just a tool. So the only question that really matters now is the one right here on your screen. It's in your hands, not the machine's. How are you going to use it?